Hi guys, my name's Mason. Welcome to the channel, and more importantly, welcome to this workshop. I've started these videos capturing all the things I get up to, so it's going to be based around bikes, cars, fabrication work mainly, so capturing sort of workshop based projects that you can do at home or things you're looking to do, covering things from plasma cutting, TIG welding, prototyping, a lot of design work, and showing how we go from a starting design to the finished thing. So I'm going to try and capture all this stuff in as much detail as I can for you guys. I hope you enjoy it. So let's get started and get on with the first project. So today's project, I'm going to be looking to make a bike stand for a mountain bike. So anyone's into bikes or mountain bikes knows you go to work on your bike, unless you've got a dedicated stand or something like that, washing it is a pain. You have to prop it up against something or it's falling over. So the plan is to take some box section I got, some spare box section, we're going to clean it up, we're going to get a design, and then we're going to plan to make a stand to hold the front wheel of this. So it's a 26-inch wheel, it's a mountain bike wheel, 2.25-inch tyre, so it's pretty generic. We're going to go probably up to 2.5-inch, so we can cover pretty much most mountain bike sizes. If you've got anything bigger than that, that's a fat bike or something a bit too big. So we're going to aim for that. But no, it's going to be a sort of track stand, bike stand, maintenance stand that we're going to use for washing, maintenance, all them sort of things. I think it's a handy tool to have in the shed and something that anyone can get involved with, whether you're starting welding or fabrication. This is a nice easy project. That's yeah, it's great. So let's get into it. So as you can see, we got some scrap metal. I say scrap, but it's just stuff I've had laying about. It's just a bit of box section, or I suppose rectangle section. This stuff measures 25mm by 50mm. So it's pretty standard stuff, but I think we're going to use this. It's not too beefy. Wall thickness is 2.6mm. It's cheap stuff, it's seamed, but it'll be perfect for what we want. So yeah, we've got the metal, and now I'm going to start, get a rough design together. I'm not going to go too... So we're back. As mentioned, we've gone ahead, modelled our part. So we modelled this in SolidWorks at a 25 by 50mm box section. That's the stuff we've got a bit of stock of. We've got a drawing here, 3D, just for reference. That gives me an idea of what I'm looking for the finished product. And we've also done a dimensional reference drawing. So it's not got every dimension on it, but it's got all the key ones that we need. This will make it easy to build. Like I said, it's designed so everything should be cut nicely on a bandsaw. So a bit of an overview of the design. So I'm sure everyone's seen a bike stand before, and you can buy them off the shelf, but they all seem to be a bit flimsy and they don't look very solid. So I want this one to be quite substantial. I suppose it's more expensive than buying a really cheap one, but I want this to last, and I don't want any chance of the bike falling over. So you can see that's why we've gone for the wider base. So we've got 450 wide base. The highest point is going to be 500 off the ground. That's going to hold the front wheel. But yeah, I'm hoping this will be nice and solid. So we're going to go through all this metal, clean it up, cut it, and then hopefully get something like this with a bit of work. this is the base, the two up bits. All we'll have to do is these two angles here. I thought before we go too far, I'm going to have a quick mock up, lay it out and just see what it's looking like to make sure everything's in proportion. Just don't want to go too far and then realise we need to make some adjustments. So yeah, let's mock it up. I think next, cut a little slots, 2.6 inch slots. Quick test of the wheel fit, so you can see that it's going to drop in there. That's a 2.25, but I think mainly it's going to be 2.35, 2.4, so it should be a nice snug fit. But yeah, let's cut some blocks, drop them in, and then tack this up. So yeah, cut two spacers for the width from the centre, so this just controls this, and drop these in there, check them, they should be 66mm, 66mm, and yeah, there's a nice catch point. So, gas is on, weld table's earthed, I'm jigged up, wiped down with acetone. I'm going to tack each corner now and then flip it over, tack the other side and then move on. So just tack the base, yeah, put a tack in each corner of the cross members, both sides. So that's all tacked up. Now I'm going to take these smaller bits here and set these in place. Get them in place, yeah, put them on, get them tacked in and then get my up members on. But yeah, let the camera run. as you can see, we've got the base tacked up. I've added these extra points here, ready for our upper members to come in place. So I'm going to mark these out, clamp them, and then tack these up as well. But yeah, they're going to sit like that, and then we've got our 45s here to sit like that. Right now, my main consideration is getting it tacked and then checking that the wheel still sits nicely. We can get the full bike in here and then plot up against it and then just go from there. So yeah, tack these last bits up and then we'll do a test for the bike and just make sure it's as we want before we fully weld it, because there's nothing worse than welding it out and then realise you've got to cut it all off. So yeah. Main bits are on now, just to tack these 45s, which just add a bit of weight to it, keep it nice and solid, but wheel fits nicely. I think I'm happy with this gap I left. So I left 2.6 inches on a 2.25 tyre, so on 2.35, 2.4 should be bang on, so I'm happy with that. On to the next bit. Right guys, so it's been a few days since I was last up in the workshop. Just been planning to really test the bike stand and actually bring a bike up to the workshop before we weld it out. So yeah, next clip's going to be me testing that, so let's roll into that. So yeah, as you guys can see, just done a quick test with the actual bike that I've built it for. So that's got a slightly wider tyre. No, looks good, bike's nice and stable. I think it's going to work well. I'm going to go back over to the bench now. Going to add in the diagonal members and then tack this up and then fully weld it out. Now I know it works, there's no reason to leave it tacked or weld it out. So for these, I originally had along a bit, that was a bit higher up, you can see where it's marked, but due to lack of material and poor planning, we've gone for smaller ones just because I haven't got the material to go to that further bit. As mentioned before, like I say, these don't make much difference, but it's kind of sort of guide for the wheel, gives it a bit more weight, stops these flexing if it ever gets knocked or anything, just gives it a bit more structural rigidity. But close-up of the welds. Yeah, I've done this pulse TIG, 100 amps, and I think it's a tiny bit too hot, so I'm just going to back it off a little bit. You can just see it's a tiny little bit too hot, so I'm going to wind that back and yeah, weld the rest out. Right, so all the welding's done. All been welded up. Stayed pretty much in place, enough anyway. Clamps helped. Like I say, welding something like this box section, it is always difficult to get absolutely no distortion, but no, it's good. Really good welding practice. Like I say, welding this box section is good practice. Loads of different joints. So yeah, no, gonna slap some paint in this now. So for the stand, I'm using some combi colour, just metal paint. Beauty of this is you don't need to prep or anything. You can throw it into rusty metal, pitted metal, anything like that. It covers really well. I use it on the base of this weld table, and it's worked perfectly. It's durable, so yeah, I'm gonna slap a coat of that on just to protect it. Looks good leaving it raw, but I want it to look a bit more professional, so coat of paint it is. So yeah, you've just seen the time lapse of this stand being painted. 2 coats of combi colour just to cover top and bottom. And now to finish it off, we're going to put a few rubber feet on it and some plastic caps to go in the end of the box section. So they won't be going in these areas here, but they'll be going up top and on the back here. So yeah, we'll quickly fit them in, and then yeah, we'll give it a use washing the bike. Right guys, so there we have it. That's the end of this project. As you can see in the last clip, we've just been putting it to use, washing the bike, maintaining it, giving it a once over. It's a pretty heavy duty stand, something I'm going to be keeping in the shed for a long time. It's not going anywhere, it's not going to break. Lick of paint on it keeps it protected, stops it rusting. I think it looks really good. Maybe slightly overkill, but yeah, you can modify this to your own needs or whatever material you have. But no, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Going to be plenty more of these. If there's anything you want me to build or any ideas that you think I should work on or create, yeah, let me know, drop a comment below. But aside from that, hope you enjoyed. Tune into the next one and I'll see you there.